So I just recently uploaded a beginner's guide to Deadman mode, and this is going to be more of like a skilling guide in depth. It's not going to be too much of the training methods because I'm assuming you guys know that stuff, but this is going to be, what to expect in Deadman mode, so hope you guys enjoy. And starting off with farming. So normally a skill that would be a great money making method in the normal game, but in Deadman mode this is going to be a pretty piss poor skill. It's going to be really hard to train it. Every patch almost is going to be in a non-safe zone, making it extremely hard to train. You do have a couple tree locations though, such as Lumbridge, only a couple steps away from the safe zone. You got Valley, and the Valley herb patch is only steps away from the safe zone as well, so it's not too bad, but still probably going to be dead content. So apart from having most of the patches outside the safe zones, this skill is going to require you to take up a lot of inventory space, with all the tools, and each herb patch you get like 10 herbs, so I mean just imagine that, you're going to need room. I know there's a leprechaun, but still. Nonetheless, this skill is still pretty good. I could see a lot of, experienced players doing it, and they might want to bring, some high-level food or even some brews once they're into the game, but this still will be some great cash, just not worth the risk at all. Woodcutting next. This is going to be a really easy skill, like almost anyone can train it. There's so many trees across the game, and so many of them are available to the average public. A really nice pro to this skill is it's extremely AFK, even in Deadman mode, which most of the things you would normally kind of AFK, you would definitely not want to, because all it takes is one guy out of 10 hours to log in under you and DD spec you out. But this is great for using your ult, if you want to AFK and make a little bit extra money and whatnot. Woodcutting is one of the basic resource gathering skills, and if you combine, this skill with fletching and then go on to alk your bows, this will be insane cash. Like, not even kidding, with the expanding economy, this, like, the high alking will be out of the roof. Fire making, what to say about this? It's used for a couple quests like Desert Treasure, but besides that, totally dead content. You can just burn the logs in the safe zone. Pretty self-explanatory. So cooking, this is going to be a great skill. It's in a safe zone, multiple cooking spots to train, and AFK. Definitely you can't go wrong with this skill. Considering that most of the Deadman mode is based around PvP and combat, food will be in extremely high demand and a huge item to be looked for. Everyone is going to need food. It's like toilet paper. Especially in the beginning, if you can get sharks and high level food, people will be after that in the beginning. Another pro with this skill is at higher levels you can be getting 1 million XP an hour with the 5 times XP rate, so that's insane. You could get that cape in like 10 hours. And next on to fishing. This is going to be a pretty useful skill, but definitely a little sketchy because, a huge main fishing spot is going to be gathered by, which only the bank is safe zone, and I don't think the fishing guild is, so going to be a risky skill, but food is going to be in huge demand. I know a lot of places like the Warrior Guild and maybe some cake stalls is going to be more efficient because you don't have to fish it. You can just get in other methods, but it will be similar to woodcutting, but there's no alchemy. Like you could woodcut, turn that into bows, and then alk it for insane amount of GP in the first couple weeks. But fishing's going to be different. Like a shark could be 200 GP, so not going to be as much money as a lot of people think, but the demand will definitely be there for all the PKers. Moving on to smithing. This is going to be one of my personal favorites. There's many reasons to like this skill, but it is going to be in a safe zone in so many cities. It's going to be one of the best money making methods, especially at the start. People are going to be alking a lot of their gear. You can make mithril like sets, sell them for 20k each, make rune skimmies, make addy skimmies. Everything's going to be in high demand, especially even knives, bolts. Like smithing is going to be one of those skills, So mining is going to be a non-safe, extremely dangerous skill to train, especially if you're going to go for full inventory to try and get like adamant, mithril, ruin. You're always going to have to bring at least 8 sharks, a teleport, maybe some good gear. But most of the good benefits, like the ruin ore and the quarry, are going to be camped by PKers. And Motherlode mine might not be too bad, but there's going to be people camping there as well. And there's lots of rock clusters. Maybe if you get 72 agility, you could go up there and maybe no one will fuck with you for the first month. But people will definitely catch on. But the benefits are definitely going to be good. I'm sure ruin ore will skyrocket. Now let's talk about hunters. So this is going to be a really hard skill to train. I know a lot of the best methods like salamanders and whatnot are really far away from civilization. But the items from the imps will definitely be really useful. But again, imps aren't a good way to train. But I know like dragon implings, all those glories, dragon dart tips, blah blah blah. There's so much good items from those. If you can get your hands on chins as well, if people are ballsy enough to go chin in the apatol place, chins will be so much money. Because normally range is like 300k an hour chinning, but with 5 times XP, that's 1.5 mil XP an hour, which is insane. And moving on to Slayer, one of my favorite skills, definitely a challenge. I want to set myself to try and tackle this and get 99 in the Deadman mode server. It's going to be a non-safe, and if only for experienced players, it'll definitely be a challenge. Clans will be camping at every place you can think of probably. Like Abbey Demons, Dark Beasts, Gargoyles. There's going to be lots of people, seeking after those high level weapons and whatnot. That'll be worth probably 15 mil, 10 mil. I feel like Slayer is going to be one of those skills that a lot of noobs are going to go straight for, and maybe they might think it's tight to get level 50 Slayer, but I'm going to be one of those guys that's going to be planning it out, and those levels are going to catch up. Like, I might be level 10 Slayer, but once I get Dwarven Cannon unlocked, I made some money to get that cannon, and go do fairy rings. All that stuff is going to really add up and play into a huge part of getting 99. And next up we have fletching. This is going to be 100% safe and an amazing way to get gold. Like, alchemy is based on basically like smithing, adding plate bodies or any type of item like that, and then bows, and then battle staffs from crafting. So if you can get your hands on those type of items, it'll be a really good cash. Also, fletching will be really useful for PKers, and of course anyone that wants to train range. You got arrows, knives, bolts, darts, a whole bunch of like dragon bolt tips if you want to get diamond or that type of stuff. For skills such as herblore and farming, you need secondaries, you need seeds, but for fletching there's trees everywhere, and it's going to be over 1 million XP an hour if you can be able to do magic longbows and whatnot. As he faded away, don't put your life in someone's crafting. This is going to be a non-safe skill mostly, because you do have to charge orbs, run hides, do a lot of things yourself that I'm assuming you don't have an alt. But yeah, like I just said, it is safe some of the time, and if you can get cash to buy gems to buy those hides, you don't even have to step out of a bank. Crafting is going to be really useful in the Deadman mode. You got lots of jewelry, like dual rings, strength enemies, glories. You got enchantments to enchant that jewelry to do the bolts. You can make then battle staffs to Alk, so it's going to be a really helpful skill to a lot of people. And the last skill of the video is thieving. This is a mostly non-safe skill. Most of the best training methods are going to be dangerous. There's potential rumors of pyramid plunder being safe, at least the area outside, but probably not the minigame. It's going to be really useful to start, thieving men, doing whatever. You can get that straight goal that you may need, and doing quests such as Desert Treasure going to be helpful for a lot of people. Thieving is going to be one of the easiest 99s, reaching over 1.5 mil XP an hour, and some pretty good cash if you are going to do blackjacking. So that will be concluding the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe picked up a few tips or tricks that you guys didn't know before, but I will have part 2 coming out very soon, so yeah, thanks.